Hey guys, Ped here. Thank you all for tuning in. Now today, I've got something very special that I've been wanting to show you for quite some time. This is the F1 1996 mod for Automobilista, and it's an absolute treat for kids of the 90s such as myself. We're driving around Albert Park, which made its debut in 1996 of course, so I thought that'd be rather fitting. Plus the Albert Park mod for Automobilista is quite good too, so you should definitely check that out. Now, as the name implies, this mod comes with all the cars of the 1996 season, including talent files, so the Ferraris and the Williams are fast, the 40s and the Minardis are slow. There's also another version for leagues, which is all the cars are equal performance, of course. We're not driving that, we're driving the standard version, which has the talent files, which has the fast cars, the slow cars. I've also put random grids on, which creates some kind of funny sort of scenarios where, as you can tell, we've got a Ligier out in front and a Sauber and a Minardi just behind it, but right at the very back we've got the two 40s, which is quite funny. Even on a random grid, the slowest cars are still at the back. Now we're starting around mid-pack. I've decided to drive Damon Hill's championship winning Williams this race. Now just because it's championship winning, yes, it's a fast car, but there is one limiting factor. Me. These cars are such a handful. To drive them fast, you are on just a constant knife edge. But that's what makes them so good, and it's what keeps you coming back. I think I've spoken enough. Let's just get to the race. That's why you're all here, and enjoy the nostalgic treat that is this mod. Okay, random grids are on. We appear to be pretty far at the back. Bit out of place for this Williams. Bit of an awful start from me, but what else is new? Gonna slow up nice and early because the AI is very unpredictable as they drive into me. The game is very quiet right now. I'm trying to find some room, but it's pretty much impossible as one back of that Ligier. There you go, drifting in a car park. AI likes to get sideways as well, as I do the same. Just lose the back end. There's a Jordan off. A little bit distracting there. I think that was a Benetton. I don't know, he flew by a bit too quick for me. Let's just try and focus on getting this car on the track. It's so hard to do. Car's off. That's a Tyrrell coming on the track in a big way. I made cool positions out of that, so not too mad, but I locked up. AI is a bit slow in this part of the track, so I'm going to capitalise on that. As that's a footwork going off, probably Ricardo Rosset. More than likely it's Ricardo Rosset. There's one thing that F1 was really bad for in the 90s, it was just very subpar pay drivers. Of course, pay drivers has always been a thing in F1, but it feels like in the 90s they were let pretty much anyone drive a car. Nowadays, I think a degree of talent does have to come into it before you approach a team with millions, or billions these days. There's a big pile up. So there's a Ferrari in the wall. He's going to come in front of me. Not sure who that was. So we can get past this Ligier. Not quite, I don't think. Short shift in the fourth. You have to be very careful when you short shift in these cars, because it does unsettle the car. If he's so gentle on the throttle as well, it's a bit of an animal. In my view, this is what F1 cars should be. As much as I love the modern cars, I think they're incredible works of engineering. Something about these cars, just the rawness of them. Did not think I was going to make that. That was a bit of a late lunge. Car's getting all kinds of sideways. Now I am driving there are two versions of this mod. There's the standard version, and there's one for leagues, which is every car is equal. I'm of course driving the standard one, that's why I'm able just to run away from that Minardi. As he says that, he hits a wall. Don't hit me! And he hits me. Fortunately, like I said, I've got invulnerability on. So, yeah, sorry, I think that was Pedro Lamy, I could tell from the purple helmet. Let's try and get some positions back. I think the mistake I made there was I short-shifted when I really shouldn't have. I did mention it earlier, it just unsettles the car, the back end just runs away from you. Now I can just focus on putting some laps in there, and I've got to say I absolutely love this mod. It's probably one of my favourites out there that you can download. It's free, of course. You just need to own Automobilista, which is a sim I would recommend everyone goes out and buys. It's some awesome content, both base and mods, and it's got some of the best force feedback in any sim out there, second probably only to R-Factor 2. Force feedback is such a hard thing to describe to people, but what I will say is that good force feedback, it's like a sixth sense. It just lets you know exactly what the car's doing at all times. I love this version of Albert Park as well. It's not quite era specific to the cars we're driving now. I think the track mod is from 2014. Of course, 1996 was the first year F1 ran at this circuit. Won, I think, by Damon Hill. It was marred by a massive accident by Martin Brundle. At this corner we're approaching now. This car's split in two. We're in first. We do not want to be in first. That's why, because you go to second and the car just spins you out. This car is just on a knife edge at all times. There are, of course, other cars on the grid that are a bit more drivable, a bit easier. Things like the Tyrrells, the 40s, the Minardis, but there's a reason they ain't championship winning cars. And the reason I'm having such a struggle driving this thing is why this is a championship winning car. One car's fly through that corner, you kind of can't. Oh, there's a car off. Well, there's a freebie as I nearly lose it again. Hold it in second, I think, for those final two corners. Car seems nice and balanced, kinda. Of course, there's a lot of I'm just running default setup. Of course, you can definitely set the car up to be a bit more friendly to the circuit as you can with every car, but I ain't got time for that. God, the sensation of speed. Back end really steps away from me there. Man, I love Albert Park. Such a great flow to the circuit. It might not produce the best racing always. I think part of the appeal of this circuit is that it's the first race on the calendar. But nonetheless, what a great circuit Albert Park is. People always forget as well, it's a street circuit. These are public roads. And yes, I have followed the track on Google Earth many times. Honestly, this is just one of those mods that you can just drive for hours and hours and hours. It really feels like, you know, base content that's been made by a massive studio with a big budget, but to be honest, I highly doubt it has. There is a version for this that is also available on R-Factor 2, of course, but I would not recommend it. It's very slidey. The cars are borderline undrivable. First, we're going to be in second. Alright, my head is smoking. I think it's had some engine problems. There's a car off, that's another footwork. Man, I love Automobilista. It's not the best looking sim out there, but to be honest, I don't need a racing sim to look good. I just want it to drive well. Looking good as a bonus, and I think it looks alright to be fair. It does look a bit dated, but I'd rather have a great driving experience first and everything else secondary. Some Minardi up ahead, I believe. Nearly lost it. And I did lose it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. But you see how easy it is just to lose the car. The car about to overtake me. It's like a Ligier, I think. I can just about make out the gold rims. Oh, hit the uppercut. That wouldn't have been there in 1996. Man, I wish we could get sort of a 96 track skin just for ultimate immersion. But yeah, it seems like the sensible choice has been taken in the second of the race. Right, let's try and get... I think we lost this one position anyway. A Renault engine in the back making pretty short work of whatever's in the back of that Ligier. I think it's also a Renault. Now I think about it. If I remember correctly, Flavio Briatore bought out the Ligier team with the intention of choosing it as like a junior team for Benetton. But that didn't really work out. As soon as Schumacher left Benetton, they stopped being the championship winning team that they were. And Ligier just became, well, was eventually sold to Alain Prost. And I'm not sure what happened to them now, but there we go. That's 7 laps at Albert Park. We finished P11. So sadly, not a top 10. Michael Schumacher won because, of course, he did, and that's kind of nice because it is actually his birthday today. So that's kind of nice. Anyway. This has been the 1996 F1 mod for Automobilista. Highly, highly, highly advise you check it out. It's one of the best mods you can play pretty much. I'm going to be bringing a lot of F1 content to the channel just because it's my favourite motorsport. Loads of cool cars and mods out there that I want to make videos on, both mods and official content and all kinds of other stuff. So make sure you stick around for that. If you liked the video, by all means like. If you didn't, dislike. If you really liked it, feel like subscribing, because it will really make my day if you do. And I will see you in the next one.